every day, the first person there before the sun would be Jordan. And he was there because he wasn't good. He would work with a batting instructor and work all day long and be the last person to leave every night also. That's what it was like for him in the morning. And Jordan said, I get up before the sun comes up and I make myself some breakfast by myself. He was down there alone. And I get in the car and I'm driving to spring training and there's no one really out on the roads yet. And I look at the seat next to me and I see my dad. And I talk to him. I think to myself, Pops, we're doing this. We're doing this together. And the day would end, and he would say to the batting instructor, can we do a little more? I think I'm getting this. I think I'm learning this. I think I'm getting this. And that's when Sports Illustrated put him on the cover, saying that Michael Jordan is embarrassed baseball. And as I would watch him there every night as the sun was going down and the other ball players had left, and I would see this guy working to get better, Michael Jordan working to get better, I couldn't help thinking that if you ever have children, you ought to pray that they grow up someday to embarrass you like this.
I'm gonna get it. And you gotta understand the reason, right? Why does that guy think like that? Right? How do you arrive at that point? You gotta also look at that. You have to look at that. You got to look at the environments and places we live in and how things are set up and how things are structured and how we're always the last on the totem pole, even from our schooling to our roads to, everything that all the obstacles that's placed in front of us, even our living conditions. You live in a project. Someone lives here, 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 and here. You have to deal with all these different type of personalities. You're in the box. Someone's above you, below you, to the right of you, and to the left of you. And every day you have to manage that circle. And that's just two floors. These buildings have 26 floors, and there's a ton of them. Right? These low-income houses, and everything is messed up there. So that's like living dormant. If this is what I have to live for, then I'm going to take a chance to get more. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what happens to me. The street schoolers to spend our money foolish. Bomb with jewelers and watch for intruders. I stepped it up another level. Meditated like a Buddhist. The street schoolers to spend our money foolish. Bomb with jewelers and watch for intruders. I stepped it up another level. Meditated like a Buddhist. Recruited lieutenants with ludicrous dreams of getting cream. Let's do this. It gets TDS. So I keep one eye open like CBS. The logo for CBS. The logo for CBS is the one eye. So this is how I'm living like this. Not trusting, because that's what happens. You tend not to trust people because it's a life and death thing every day. Imagine living like that.
I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm not a textbook fighter, a jab right hand. I fight to win. I do everything to win. My objective is to win. To win. Totally to win. Everybody else says, this is what we do. We do this, we do this. The jab, I win. I fight to win.
When you say I'm not yet as great, do you really believe that?
Yeah, I know I'm a learning fighter,
I can talk to 55 people, and they'll say, this guy is close to becoming the best heavyweight ever.
Well, they don't know me. They don't know what goes in my head. They don't know my insecurities. My insecurity is totally different than any other man's insecurity, I believe. I really believe that. I could be wrong, because I'm usually wrong.
Like what are your insecurities?
My insecurity is performance. More than my lifestyle, how I'm living, and what I bring in as far as income. My insecurity is performing well.
In the ring?
Yeah. I totally will lose my mind after bad performance. I totally freak.
So do I.
I'm totally freak. Let me see, it haunts me. I'm totally freak.
Because you're embarrassed, you're humiliated, you feel like
and
you let somebody...
People watch me fight because they say, wow, you still look great. A win is a win, but I fight for perfection.
Do you achieve it?
No one does. So we aim for it.
It's interesting, and I haven't seen that in a long time.
No,
do you think so?
Wow, yeah.
What?
Just watching myself that way. When I look at myself that way and I say to myself, this guy has a lot of confidence, and I'm not that guy anymore. Wow, this guy's pretty sure of himself.
Well,
The father is like your hero. It's like a superhero to you. So that's someone that, I was, in love with. That was my world. I wanted to be like him. I wanted to walk like him and talk like him. So for that to be removed, from my house or from my life, that left a huge void in my life, and also made me put up walls because I never wanted to feel that feeling again. I never wanted anyone to get that close to me so I could feel that again. So it left me guarded for, my entire life until we got a chance to meet up again.
Yeah, tell us about that.
Well, my mom had set up a meeting with us, and I didn't want to do it because I had so many disappointments. Like, he was supposed to come see me before when I was young. I was waiting on the bench. He never showed up. So that type of disappointment I didn't want to experience again. So she set up the meeting, and he didn't show up the first time. And I was like, see, I told you this was going to happen. But my mom is like the most loving, forgiving person, and she kept at it. She set up the meeting again. This time he showed up. I got a chance to really tell him everything that was on my mind, how I felt, how, him leaving made me feel, and, we dealt with it, and from there was able to free myself, really, and, allowed me to express my feelings and let people close to me, and here we are.
Yeah, and here we are. You were saying that your reconciliation with your father really opened the door for you to be able to receive love and to give love differently.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just put it in an elegant way.
Well, you could have wrapped it. Okay? You could have wrapped it. So all those years I didn't ask you this in the magazine article, but all those years where you were dealing drugs, did you ever do drugs?
No.
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 Yeah, I didn't think so, because I heard good drug dealers don't do drugs.
Yeah, we got that from Scarface. Records ever. But it wasn't until I happened upon this cipher right in front of my building, Marcy Projects. There were a bunch of kids standing around this one guy. His name was Slate. He's a bit older than me, and he's just taking these words.
Let's go. Keep pushing. Keep pushing.
Our deepest
Let's go.
fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. Beyond measure.
I'm gonna show you how great I am. Last night I cut the light off in my bedroom, hit the switch, was in the bed before the room was dark. I'm gonna show you how great I am. Only last week I murdered a rock, injured a stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean I make medicine sick. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
This kid's gonna be the best kid in the world. This kid's gonna be somebody better than anybody ever knew.
I'm gonna show you how great I am. I have wrestled with an alligator. I done tussled with a whale. I done handcuffed lightning